Hi everybody, welcome back to Nature Kids, and today we'll be doing Health and Physical Education English Medium Grade 9 Lesson 13, and today's lesson topic is let us be familiar with knots and lashings. So now without wasting any more time, let's get started with the lesson. Outdoor activities help us enjoy nature and learn how to face challenges. Knots and lashings are important skills used in many outdoor activities and daily tasks. Different types of knots and lashings make work easier and more effective. If you are a scout or a girl guide, you may already know some of these skills. In this lesson, you will learn more about knots and lashings and how they can be useful in outdoor situations. Importance in gaining knowledge about knots and lashings. In daily life, we often use ropes for different tasks. Sometimes, two or more ropes must be joined together to make a longer rope. If the knot is not tied properly, it may come loose when the rope is pulled. Poorly tied knots and lashings can also cause accidents. For example, shoelaces should be tied with a knot that is secure but easy to untie. Therefore, learning the correct method of tying knots and lashings is important for completing tasks safely, easily, and effectively. Characteristics of a good knot. A knot should be able to stand the weight or the pull of required tasks. A knot should be able to be undone as required. Different types of commonly used knots and lashings are reef knot, sheet bend, bowline knot, clove hitch, square lashing, and shear lashing. Reef knot. A reef knot is used to join two ropes of the same type and size. It is also commonly used when making a shoulder sling. Characteristics of a reef knot. Easy to tighten quickly, easy to untie quickly, and lies flat when tied. These features make the reef knot useful for many practical purposes. Now let's learn how to do the reef knot. Hold the ends of the two ropes, one in each hand. Cross the left rope over the right rope. Pass the left rope under the right rope and pull it through. Then cross the right rope over the left rope. Pass the right rope under the left rope and pull it through the loop. Pull both ends in opposite directions to tighten the knot. Tightening the knot. Hold the short and long strands on both sides and pull them in opposite directions. Loosening the knot. Hold the strands on both sides and push them towards the knot to loosen it. A properly tied reef knot is secure, flat, and easy to untie. How to tie a sheet bend. Make a bit, also known as a loop, at the end of one rope. Hold the bit in your left hand. Take the end of the second rope in your right hand. Pass the end of the second rope up through the bit from underneath. Bring it around the back of both strands of the bit. Pass the rope end under itself through the bit. Hold all four rope strands and pull them in opposite directions to tighten the knot. A sheet bend is commonly used to join two ropes, especially when they are of different sizes or thicknesses. Bowline knot. A bowline knot is used for safety in situations that involve risk. It can be used to secure a person to a safe place, such as when climbing a tall tree. It is also useful for tying objects that need to be kept under tension, such as clotheslines. How to tie a bowline knot. Take a rope and make a small loop near one end. Pass the end of the rope up through the loop. Take the rope end around the main part of the loop. Pass the end back down through the loop. Pull the rope tight to form a secure fixed loop. A bowline knot creates a strong loop that does not tighten or slip. Make it useful for safety and outdoor activities. Clove hitch knot. A clove hitch is used to tie a rope securely to a pole, log, or post. It does not easily slip, and it becomes tighter when the rope is pulled. It is commonly used for tying buckets, poles, and scaffolding. How to tie a clove hitch. Stand facing a pole and hold the rope with both hands. Wrap the rope around the pole from right to left. Bring the rope around the pole a second time, below the first wrap. Pass the end of the rope under the second wrap. Pull both ends of the rope in opposite directions to tighten the rope. The clove hitch is a simple and effective knot for securing ropes to the poles and logs. Square lashing. Square lashing is used to tie two poles together at right angles, crosswise. It is commonly used for making kites, Vesak lanterns, and simple structures. How to make a square lashing. Place two poles crosswise. Tie a clove hitch on the lower pole near the point where the poles cross. Wrap the rope tightly around both poles several times. Pull the rope tight to hold the poles firmly together. Finish by tying another clove hitch to secure the lashing. And square lashing creates a strong and stable connection between two cross poles. Shear lashing. Shear lashing is used to tie two poles together so they can be opened or spread apart to form a support structure. How to make a shear lashing. Place two poles side by side. Tie a clove hitch on one of the poles. Wrap the rope tightly around both poles several times. Pass the rope between poles and wrap it tightly around the lashing. Wrapping turns. Finish by tying another clove hitch on the pole. Shear lashing creates a strong connection between two poles and is useful in outdoor activities and construction of simple structures. So that's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel. It makes me happy and not depressed. Anyway, see you guys in the next video that I'll be probably posting. I don't know. But until then, bye.